Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with Wargame Wednesday, and I'm playing Sins of a Solar Empire Trinity here because I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion. Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion is going to be coming out next, actually pretty soon. So I wanted to see if this is something you guys would want to see. If it's something that you do, I'll go ahead and buy the game, and I'll go ahead and post it here on YouTube. If this is not something that you want to see, just let me know, and then I'll just play it by myself, alone. But anyway, this game's right up my alley because it fits the 4X genre of real-time strategy. Basically, that means there are 4 things that you have to do in this game. That's explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate. That's where the 4X's come from. All right, so you can play as 3 different races. There is the Traitor Emergency Coalition, which is basically the humans. And then you got the Advent and the Visari, all right, which you'll see these guys every once in a while. I'll point it out. I played this game quite a bit when it first came out. I haven't had, chances really too much to be able to play it since I've been working more on sports and stuff like that. But it's got a lot of good reviews. I'm imagining the next one's going to be just as great as well. Right now, what I was doing here is I was exploring the, planet right next to me here to kind of figure out if it's something I can go ahead and take out. My homeworld's in the background. This is the part where I'm exterminating and expanding here. So I put together a small little fleet, very humble here, consisting of like 6 frigates and a capital ship. You get a free capital ship when you start off, and those are, of course, the most powerful units in Trinity. There's going to be even bigger ships called Titans in Rebellion, so I'm getting excited about that. Big ships is always cool. So you can see we're going to be going up against 2 very tiny, wimpy ships up here. Looks like it's just a light frigate and another frigate that's responsible for attacking planets, which you'll see a little bit later here too, because I want to give you guys like a full intro into the game, what it's like, because I know some of you have probably played this game. I know there are some of you who have found me on Steam and see me playing this recently, but not everybody has, so kind of giving the introduction. So with the capital ship, you can see I got a number of different weapons that I can use against it. Really, a lot of it is just a computer. I just get these guys in position, we fight it out, and I make changes as it happens. So we're going to take these guys out here pretty quick. You can see this little light frigate is going down. Every system, when you start out, has a small contingent of units who are sitting there protecting the planet. Best way you kind of think of it is these are the people who actually dwell there, but this is just an asteroid that I can use for resources. So it's not inhabited by too many people. So take them out, and then I come in here with this ship. This ship is awesome. It is a colony frigate, and whenever I get this near a place that can be colonized, like this asteroid, then what it does is it shoots out smaller little ships from the inside, and then that's going to go ahead and put colonists on that giant rock, and then it's going to become mine. So there it is, shooting stuff out. And there we go. All right, so that big logo up there is mine. I don't know, I just chose red for this one. You can choose from a lot of different colors, but that's not what's important. You don't get the game to choose colors. But anyway, so now that I have this here, what I can do is I can exploit what's there, build my resources, stuff like that. So we're going to go to another planet here. It's in the complete other direction. Now this one, it's inhabited by a few more people, but not too much here. This light frigate's going to go down pretty quick. Now, you can see they got shields, so when you take a look down at the bottom right, you get information about whatever ship I'm hovering over. So you can see I got to worry about shields, hull, and there's something called antimatter. The best way to think of antimatter is it's kind of like mana if you've played like World of Warcraft or anything like that. You have to have a certain amount to execute certain actions and spells, basically. I don't really think you should call it spells when you're playing out in space, but you guys know what I mean. To have your ship perform certain actions. Now, we're getting bracketed in on 2 sides, but I can basically send the capital ship at one side and then my other frigates going to the other side. Now, I do have to do research periodically to make sure that I go ahead and I build up my forces here with additional types of ships, and also by doing some research here, I can increase my weapons damage, my shields, hull, stuff like that for everything, and including, one of the things you can also do is you can also research stuff to allow you to have more ships. So bigger fleets means I can cover more space, which means I have a bigger empire. All right. So this battle's going a lot longer than I thought it was. I've lost a couple of my frigates already. I take that back. How many? Yeah, I've lost 2 so far. So not necessarily as one-sided as the asteroid battle was. Now, this is a very, very basic battle. That's why I'm showing this to you guys here now. It gets a lot more complex the farther on that you get, because as you advance, the other races advance as well. When you go into a newly discovered planet, you're just going to have these guys. But opposing enemies can put in like defensive structures, stuff like that, make it a lot more difficult for you. So we'll be getting to that if that's something that you want to see here too. Now, you saw a little bit ago that my capital ship was glowing. Your capital ship can gain the levels, which allows it to execute other abilities as well. So the more combat that your capital ships get, the higher levels that they are. That's just cooler. All right, so I'm not focusing too much on one ship, because the thing that's nice about capital ships too is you have the ability to attack multiple ships at once. So now that I've taken that one out,
What now?
I'm going to go after these 2 guys. All right, so 1 left. One of my ships is about ready to explode. And we take them out. All right. So now that I've cleared out this, this ice planet is something that I can utilize here to get myself some additional resources. Usually when you find asteroids, you don't get too much. Earth-type planets are the best. So volcanic, not so much. I'm in the middle of researching what I need to be able to build a colony. I'm getting attacked by, I think this is the Advent, if I remember right. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm just waiting for my antimatter to come through, and also my research. So here's the research tree. It looks like I've got the volcanic part done. So I know how to colonize volcanic planets, but I don't have enough antimatter yet to be able to launch colonists. Shoot! The computer got it before me. That's lame. I was almost there.
Deploying.
All right, so I already have 1 border that I have to defend against. Now I want to expand. I mean, I don't want to be tucked away in this little part of the system. There's 5 systems here in this game. Each system is going to have like 30 or something type of planet. So this is a pretty huge map. This is what I like to play, because bigger maps, more can happen. You can acquire more income, stuff like that. So can the computer. I think it makes it a lot more fair. Momentum is a lot more important in these games where you have bigger maps too, because if you are starting to build up a lot of planets and getting more income, you can trample over people here after a certain period of time. So I don't know, I kind of like that. All right, so I've gotten some more ships here. We're going to go ahead to the next planet. I went and I checked it out. Really not too many people that are there. Now, this planet is going to be different because it's not covered by inhabitants alone. This one is actually an occupied planet. So another player has this one. You can see that they are pink. And I don't want to necessarily go after the orange group quite yet because, I don't know, I'm all right with that point. Because there is one boundary between me and that planet. So it's not as big of a deal. This one, I don't know. I really want the sand type of planets because when you come across desert planets, it's going to be something that, you know, you do have a lot of room to work with. Like, you can build it up pretty well. Not necessarily to the point of like an Earth-type planet, but it's got a lot of potential. So I'd rather take this than a volcanic-type planet. So kind of picking my battles right here. So you can see that there is one enemy in here. Which you can see, actually I've got them faced the wrong direction right now. Anything that is pink is theirs, so I'm going to have to trample them, and I'm going to have to destroy their colonists as well. So there is the enemy ship up there. We'll open fire on it, and since it is just a meager frigate itself, it's really not going to be that bad for us at all. So frigates are a lot faster than capital ships. That's why the capital ship is just starting to shoot at it now. And I don't know why everybody is taking their time, turning it around to shoot at it. But you can see it is heavily outnumbered. Now, the computer doesn't expand too well at the beginning of the game, no matter what setting that you play on. So this is really your best chance to get on the attack. Now, you're going to make some people mad, of course, by going through that. And if you're concerned about diplomacy, which I would hope that you guys are, That's a big deal. You got to be careful. Now, those are some additional ships I'm going to go ahead and add to my fleet here as soon as I take this planet down. And what is that?
I'm on it.
Apparently, computer comes in here with 2 capital ships
Ready for battle.
as reinforcements. So I could take 1 capital ship down, no problem. But at this point here, with the kind of level that I've got for this capital ship of my own, not going to happen. They've got some fighters here too. There are different types of capital ships as well. One of theirs is a carrier. So since they've got some fighters, no, I can't stay here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to retreat out of here as quickly as we can. I'm probably going to lose some guys in the process. You can see that right now my capital ship is about ready to run out of shields. All right, there it goes. So I got to get out of here pretty quick. I do not want to lose that capital ship. It's got the most experience here. I'm going to go back into my territory here. Well played, computer. Well played. So putting me on the retreat here pretty quick. I was not expecting that either. So when you warp to different planets on the map, you can choose to all go together, which is usually what I do when I enter a planet, because you got more force at once, and usually you can surprise them. I'm not really going to be too concerned about it right now since I got to get out of here. I'm trying to see if I can kill him, though, before I have to go. That was probably not the smartest call. I just need to get out. Move, Dunbar, move. So it looks like that they're not going to end up pursuing me after I get out of here, but I'm going to have to repair that. And there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either wait and let it repair itself, or you can set up repair platforms, which lets it go a lot quicker. So,
got a job for me?
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and check this out here one more time and see what's going on. Scout frigates are huge. You got to make sure that you have that so you can quickly transport in, find out what's going on, like right now. So I can see that it's still well defended. And, man, they've built a star base in there, too. All right, this is not cool. So they're starting to build up the defenses there. You can see I've got some more units here in my fleet. They have officially made me mad. And now that I know, too, that there is a defensive structure in there, that star base, I'm going to need more units to take that down, because that is a very, very powerful unit. So now I'm making sure that I've got this border defended here while I'm building up additional units, which you can see right here. I've done some research. I've got units now that can shoot missiles from a longer distance and a whole bunch of other things. So I've got a couple more capital ships. I've got some carriers myself. Fight fire with fire. I got another battleship as well. So I'm going in here with 4 capital ships. Let's see. I think I've got about 30 frigates now too, so I've increased tremendously here with my strength at this point. This is a planet I really, really want to get. If I can deprive the computer here of this planet, that's going to be nice. So here we go, and all at once, now I can see that they've built up a hangar. The capital ships have left, though, so we'll let the fighters and the bombers duke it out over there. Well, we end up heading towards that big platform over there. Now, it's the there it is.
This should be fun.
If I could take this down, I have this system without a problem. Thing is, these can be very, very powerful, and they can do a lot of things as well. You can make it so if you do take out the planet, there's a government on board that, so you can take the planet, but you don't take it, if that makes sense. Like, you can destroy everybody on the planet, but it'll still be enemy territory as long as this is there. So you can see it is pretty powerful too. It can pack a punch as well, but it looks like I'm going to be able to take them out no problem at all. It's just a matter of time. So now that I've got my capital ships right by it as well, this is going to go a lot quicker. So you can see animation-wise too, this is actually pretty cool. A lot taking place right here. You know, I've got bullets being shot at it. I've got missiles. I've got lasers. It's pretty cool. Now, I've already lost a couple frigates trying to take this thing out. But like I said, this is basically the key to the planet. If I can take this guy down, it's all done. Now, the way that it's going, it looks like I'm going to be able to take it without losing too many more. There goes another guy. Capital ships aren't really being attacked that much. Now, the defensive structure here, it's just like any other ship. It will be able to attack multiple ships at once. But there it goes. And this is a huge explosion. Actually, not as big as I would have liked. There's different explosions on there, too. So what I'm going to do now that I have that taken out, it looks like they still have not sent in any of their capital ships. I don't necessarily know why. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exterminate any type of structures that they have in here. Now, this is a good chance for me to show you guys how you destroy the colonists on a planet. So, just doing a quick zoom out here. This is always important, too, because you can see your forces, like the balance compared to theirs, and their defensive structures. So, yeah, you destroy colonists by nuking the planet. So, there are different units that can do that. I was telling you earlier about a unit that you use to attack planets. You can do that. And you can also use capital ships. So, there's one capital ship that's really good at taking down a planet. And I'm going to try to get that here in a little bit. But right now, it's only a matter of time here. I'm going to make sure that I bring in one cruiser, which I'll tell you a little bit about here in a second, but also my colony frigate. The colony frigate is important because the colony frigate, like I was saying, is what allows you to build a colony. So now that I've wiped out all the colonists, whenever you see that icon on there, that basically means it's open for grabs. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in those guys here. I'm going to go ahead and capture this. Now, I got to be careful, too, because there's 2 routes that the next enemy planet can go. So they could come at me. They could also sneak around, come in undefended. I'm going to go ahead and build my own star base here to kind of defend that. And then if I need to, I can send this fleet back over. I'm probably going to split them up, though, and make 2 different fleets so I can guard each side coming into my territory here. But anyway, that is Sins of a Solar Empire. Again, let me know if this is something you guys want to see. We really only scratched the surface. You have not seen giant fleet battles yet. I could play this game for like 10 hours and get to one or something like that. So, I don't know. If you want to see more, let me know. If this is something you're just like, oh my gosh, this game looks terrible. I hate real-time strategy. I won't post anything. But again, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. You guys know I'm on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, so you guys can find me there. Again, thanks for watching. You guys really are awesome. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.